What's going on, traders? Welcome back. The 14th of February, we're taking a look at ARCBLOCK/Tether ABTUSDT this morning, getting a nice move here after a couple days of sideways to down action, up 10.4. Couple price targets to talk about, another much higher price target to talk about based on the fib levels. We're going to drop into Bitcoin as it continues to break out with some targets up there in the mid 50,000s. Guys, welcome back. ARCBLOCK up 10.29%. You could see that we have this very rough, to say the least, pennant pattern drawn on the chart here. Moved out of the apex basically 2 days ago, sideways, and today we are getting a reversal off of the upper end of that apex on the pennant pattern. So we'll see. Like I said, very rough. We started to break down. It was a thing of concern, but we are recovering today. As we see on the right-hand side of the screen, Bitcoin is up 3.4%, 1685. Couple things here before we get into some higher price targets. I want to welcome all of the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. If you are not yet subscribed and you do view these videos, consider subscribing. A very, very large percentage are not yet subscribed. Appreciate that. We do have still a major lower high right here on the chart on the 9th of February. That was a Friday. Let's draw that in here. So we have the initial move up here. We have a higher low that took place on the 8th of February, a move up here, a major lower high, and then we started to break down here, but we're trading sideways. So we have two important levels to watch here. We want to watch this level, at least this is what I want to watch. This level, which is so far the major low, and we want to watch this level right here, which is the major high. So if we take out this high, or if we take out this low, so we have the 8th and the 9th, we will be in for should be in for a very nice move, either to the upside or to the downside, depending on which high or which low is taken out. If we take out the low, we will have a change in trend to the downside. If we take out that high, there's a good chance we're heading quite a bit higher and going to hit those upper targets that we'll talk about in just a moment. And it's not financial advice, guys. Keep that in mind. We have a couple areas here. We have one area, it's not too far away from the price, but it is new. $1.36.200 right here in yellow. $1.36.200. You can see we found resistance there once, twice, basically 3 times. We're not too far away from that, but it is a new level, and we're going to put it on the chart and we're going to talk about it. $1.49.800 is also another level up there, which is really where this initial high came in on the 5th of February. Both of those are not too far away from the market. Both of those could easily be hit if ARCBLOCK can continue its momentum to the upside. It's having a little bit of a struggle basically above the $1.15 area. So that puts the price up 18 and 20, and call it 18 to 30%, gets us back up to those 136, 149 price targets. Bitcoin is very strong right now, and that is probably one of the only reasons why ARCBLOCK is up today. It's made a very, very big move. So for it to trade tight and sideways and not really sell off starts to tell me, and does tell me, that this is just a pause before another large swing to the upside. It's digesting its gains. It's not a pump and dump. That doesn't mean that the trend won't change back to the downside, but for right now, it's showing strength. And tomorrow could be a different a different scenario. Market can look good one day and ugly the next day, and vice versa. It can look ugly one day and great the next day. So take that for what it is. So that is the close targets, 136, 149. And then, of course, we continue to hold our other ones, 163, 198, 253. Those are all above the market. If you've been watching the channel, you know about those. So those are nothing new, but the closer ones are new. We threw the fibs on the chart. We're going to talk about that. We took now this is the Gate.io chart. This is a daily chart. We took the swing high over here back in, let's see, the date was back in 2018. And then we took the lows from over here in June-ish, it looks like, of 2022. So a couple years spread there. Took the highs, took the lows. What do the fibs tell us where the price could potentially go? Well, if you've been watching the channel, you know I have some targets up here in the $8 to $10 range for ARCBLOCK. Now that's my highest levels right now, and they will change if price does continue to the upside. 8 to 10, this box, it's rough. You know, it might get close, it might go slightly higher. If the trend goes down, it might not be hit at all. But that's as high as I have, $8 to $10 ARCBLOCK. Now the Fibonacci levels tell us something slightly different, at least based on this major high and then this major low on this chart using these prices. The 1.618 fib level, which is our first level here, tells us an $18 ARCBLOCK. And of course, it might not take place. But the math, Fibonacci math, based on these two major levels, the high and the low, tell us that this could be a potential target for ARCBLOCK. The 1618 at $18 and change. And we're trading at $1.14 at the moment. Now, of course, the fibs will keep going higher, and maybe we'll talk about one more here just for fun, but things start to get pretty extreme and, you know, maybe over time, but I don't know, guys. But it's not me. These are not my targets. These are using the Fibonacci levels. The 1618 is at 18 and change. The 2618 is way up there at an extreme level of like $696. Something way up there. That's the 2618. Is basically called a $700 price target. So that seems crazy, but if you look back over some of these cryptocurrencies that have held and lasted, they were in the single digits, and some of them are in, 4 to 5 digits now. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes years and years. So just wanted to share that 1618 with you, really. I mean, and that's an $18, and this thing really isn't that far away from that, especially if we start to really make all-time highs here for this chart. You could easily see this thing in the, $5 to $10 range, I think, no problem. But the fibs, $18, my target's 8 to 10, and then the fibs just keep on going, into ridiculous numbers. So quick recap, guys. $1.36, $1.49 are the new targets. The fibs say that this thing could go to $18. My target is between 8 and 10. If we continue to trend higher, if we make new highs, if the markets continue higher. There's a lot of ifs there, but if all of those things line up, it's possible to see the price up in that area. So that's my thoughts on ARCBLOCK. This is the ABT USDT Gate.io daily chart. Let's head over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin up 3.2. Guys, we have a couple upper targets here. I talked about Bitcoin having some areas in the 50K range. We actually found we hit one, found resistance at one yesterday, two days in a row, 50,011. So if we zoom in here, I changed the color to blue because it's new. Right here, we had a 2-day pause right at our target, and momentum so far has continued higher. Here is, and I've talked about in the past that these levels act as targets, they act as resistance, they act as support for a period of time. That period of time is unknown. Here we are, getting right up to 50,011, trading sideways, getting pushed back down, getting back up to it, and then actually breaking out above it. So that period of time so far has ended, and we are on to higher prices. Higher prices that I have for Bitcoin targets, I should say, that are new anyways, are, like I said, we're past it, but 50,011.61. And then the next one above that, guys, that I'm watching for Bitcoin to get to is 54,599.76. 54,599.76. $54,000 Bitcoin. If we continue to pump, we will see most of, if not all of the markets in the green, including ARCBLOCK. That would be Bitcoin moving another 6.25% or so, which I think is very possible. Does it happen in a day? Maybe not, but over a day or a couple days, definitely possible. Guys, that's pretty much it for today. It's nice to see the cryptocurrencies in the green. It's nice to see Bitcoin trending back to the upside, hitting targets, breaking targets. We have new targets. ARCBLOCK looks like it may be not heading lower. That's good. XRP looks like it was going to sell off. Bitcoin rallies. XRP follows suit here. Potentially getting ready to make another high here. So this rising wedge, I was looking for a break lower. But if Bitcoin, like I said, one day it can look good, one day it can look bad. So this rising wedge, although it's a larger pattern, we're in a big head and shoulders here, potentially could head lower. But if Bitcoin continues to rally here, there's a good chance XRP is not going to buck that and head lower. It's going to head higher. So things change quickly from day to day. You guys take care. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us. A huge percentage of viewers, like 80+% or something, are not yet subscribed to the channel. You guys have a good one.